Hello everyone. Previously we had discussed on the default arguments, right? So today we'll be going with a star followed by the args, right? So args keyword star arguments, right? So this one I'm speaking of. So this one star args basically it allows a function to accept a variable number of positional arguments. So what it does, it allows the function to accept a variable number of positional arguments, right? Very simple. So before getting into the example part, let me tell you one thing. It collects all the extra positional arguments. Again, I'm telling it collects all the extra positional arguments in a tuple. In a tuple. Where? In a tuple. Uh, into the tuple basically. It collects all the extra positional arguments into the tuple. It is useful when the number of arguments is unknown. So when we don't know the number of arguments, we can go with this, right? So in the JavaScript, we used to go with the this one, right? Rest operator, a rest operator, right? So if you remember, dot 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 followed by something, it's similar to the same. It's similar to a rest operator in the Python, right? So here star followed by args. So this allows a function to accept a variable number of positional arguments. So it allows it what it does basically, it allows a function to accept a variable number of positional arguments, and again so it collects all the extra positional arguments into a tuple. Just remember this one. It is useful when the number of arguments is unknown. So usually we make use of it when the number of arguments is unknown. Right. So I hope this part is completely clear, man. Let's get into the example part here. So I'll just go with so def. I'll just go with a function name add here. So star. So this one will be numbers. So I'll just pass numbers. So let me keep this n small, man, so that this looks good. So this is fine. Um, let me initialize total to 0. Let me initialize total to 0. So let me go with a for loop here for n n numbers, for n and numbers, individual numbers. So let me go with total equals total plus n, total equals total plus n. Also what happened here, and this is fine, total equals total plus n I'm going with, right? So let's print something, man. I'll just go with print here. mm, Let me go with some I have passed some, this is, just give me a second here. Yeah, this one, let me go with some here. We have to so I'm just giving it within the strings, right? So we have to make use of double inverted comma here. Some, let me pass total here. We have considered total equals 0 initially, right? So total equals total plus n, we are giving here individual n of numbers. So we have uh, it may be any numbers, it might consist of any numbers. In that case we can make use of this what first starting with the star, right? So you can just call this one as star args, right? Star args, right? So we don't know, we can just consider any numbers here. So here we are going with the for loop and we are considering the individual we are considering the individual number from the group of numbers here, right? So total equals 0 initially I have given, total I have given here total equals total plus n, right? So it will add each number, it will sum up all the numbers. So basically we are printing the total here, means it will sum up all the numbers in the line number 6 whatever we have done, right? So let me call sorry let me call the function here. So this one add of any numbers we can give, right? So let's go with two numbers, man, 10 and 20. And now let's go with 1 2 3 and 4. So this one has to give us 10, 4 5 7, yeah, 10, and this one is fine 30. We have to get 30 and 10 as output, right? So let's see the same thing. Basically not the addition, this one is not important. Basically to understand this one, star arguments, this is important, right? Star arguments allows a function to accept a variable number of positional arguments. So this is helpful when it is helpful, it is useful or helpful when the number of arguments is unknown. So we don't know the number of numbers here, so we have considered for n in numbers, right? So this is fine, man. I'll just go with Python. So this one, let me rename, let me copy this one, let me paste it over here. So just give me a second. Yeah, let me paste it over here. So here we are getting the sum 30 and sum 10, which is absolutely correct. So let me explain this one. So here this one, def add star numbers, whatever I have given here, right? So this star numbers collects any number of arguments into a tuple. This star numbers, whatever I have given, star followed by the argument name is numbers here, right? So this can collect, or it collects any number of arguments into the tuple. So this one we are initializing here, we are initializing the sum. So for loop we are making use of this loops through the values. This one I'm speaking of line number 5, and here we are adding, or this adds to the total. Finally we are printing the total. So we have to get the output 10 comma 20 30, nothing but we are adding individual numbers, right? Total equals total plus n, and here this one add 1 2 3 4. So basically when we sum up all the numbers we have to get the output 10, right? So we are getting the correct output. So this is it about the this one, star arguments, star args basically, or arguments, right? So here this is it for the star argument. So basically let me tell you one thing, let me summarize whatever we have learned till now. So we can make use of the star arguments or star args when we want to accept multiple positional inputs in a function. When we want to accept multiple positional inputs into a function basically, right? So this is it for the code. This is it for the star arguments, right? So next we will be discussing on the tuples. Next we'll be discussing on the tuples. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.